Hey everyone, I'm Venttu, and welcome back to another episode of Growtopia News. Today we got a ton to talk about. A massive gem update that could destroy the economy, Ubisoft's latest flop, and game-breaking bugs crashing players' phones. Let's jump right into the hottest topic of the week. So if you check the in-game store today, you've probably seen this, which is actually insane. The flash sale. This is the newest update to the game. It's for May 16th, the flash sale. You read that right. A massive flash sale just dropped. And it's unlike anything you've seen before. For a very limited time, we're not even sure how long it'll last. You can get 10x more value than you would in a normal sale. This flash sale could end anytime. It's unpredictable, it's powerful, and it's here right now. Don't miss your chance to make the most out of every purchase. So yeah, they just made these gem packs actually OP. So if you use 50 USD, you could normally get 2.4 million gems, but now you can get 24.6 million. Isn't that insane? Sounds amazing, right? More gems. You can buy more stuff and spend your gems on super broadcasts, which a normal player might be able to do now. But here's the thing, this isn't just generosity. Some people believe that this is a way to compete with black market sellers and bots that Ubisoft is doing right here. If it's easier to just buy legit gems, people might just stop going for the illegal black markets. But also it's making Ubisoft a lot of profit because there's definitely gonna be people who buy this stuff. These value packs right here. But on the other side, many long-time players are calling this the final nail in the economy's coffin. Growtopia's economy has been shaky ever since items like Rayman's Fists, MacLeod, and vending bot automation became widespread. And now we're facing hyperinflation. Rare items are already spiking or crashing in value. Worthlocks feel even more worthless. And nobody really knows how the economy will balance itself out, or even if it can. So, is this a bold move against bots or just plain greed? You tell me in the comments. Another thing that's new that is related to this is a limit on how many Wortlocks you can get per day. And so you can see right here, this wasn't here before. You had 22 hours on these Wortlock packs, and if we press them, we can see restock in 22 hours 15 minutes. Available 100/100. So this means there's 100 Wortlocks available per day. So this is also meant to break the inflation, because the less Wortlocks you can get per day, the less currency you have in the game, which means less inflation, because you have to work with what you already have. And I think this is a pretty good thing overall, because I don't think many people are buying Warlocks from the store anymore. You usually just trade them because there's so many in the game from all the inflation over the years. And so all in all, a good update to the game. But another update that came out just recently, if you don't follow the updates of the game, was the pet battle update. And so if you're big into pet battles, this is your dream update, because now there's a lot more stuff in the game, and there's these leagues right here, which you have, I guess, kind of like elements of like right here, the coldest pet battle league there is, made for pets that can handle the freeze without slowing down. And the other one is the Sandstorm League. And it's actually pretty great to see Growtopia adding actual gameplay mechanics to the game, not just cosmetic items. Though some players still think that it favors richer players, because when you're rich you can level up these pets and stuff like that. If you're a new player, you can't really access these updates, which is quite sad. I myself don't really do pet battles. I have never actually tried them. They might be fun, but I have no say in that. But this is a slight positive thing going for Ubisoft. And another type of update that came out was the holiday updates, which for this month we had Easter and Cinco de Mayo. Is that how you say it? Cinco de Mayo? Hopefully I'm saying it right. Easter returned with the usual bunny suits, eggs, and team blocks. But let's be honest, it was mostly recycled content. There were very few new additions, and some players didn't even realize the event had started. So actually I was one of those. I was quite late to the events, and that's actually mostly because I really play this game because of the servers. It feels like every time I'm trying to log on, the servers just... yeah. Then came Cinco de Mayo, which was mostly a small cosmetic drop, a few festive locks and themed clothing. But again, nothing really new or engaging. These feel like low effort filler updates, and it's starting to show. The The community's expectations are rising, and simple reskins just aren't cutting it anymore. So yeah, I got to experience the Cinco de Mayo festivities with my video right there. Go watch it if you like gambling in GT. And over on the corporate side of things, this year Ubisoft dropped Assassin's Creed Shadows. I was talking about that on my previous video, and it was their last kind of lifeline for preventing the further downfall of Ubisoft. Unfortunately, the success was short-lived. Despite the hype, the game received mixed reviews, and Ubisoft's stock price dropped immediately after launch. This comes after a string of issues for Ubisoft studio closures, mass layoffs, and restructuring, all of which raise big concerns about the future of their smaller games. Now, Growtopia hasn't been mentioned specifically, but if the money isn't coming in, live service games like this that have declining players are often the first to feel the cuts. And those cuts we might already be feeling, because players across regions are reporting massive server lags, especially during certain time slots. Some players can't even log in during peak hours, while others are completely fine. It feels like the servers are either rotating capacity limits or prioritizing certain regions, but there's been no word from the devs. And by the way, I don't know if you've experienced this, but on top of that we got a serious bug on mobile. Let me just show you. Okay, sorry for the quality, but I'm on my phone right now. And I got my world up there, that's my world, and when I try to enter, see? I'm trying to press the home button right there. So what I just did, I entered my own world on mobile, and my phone crashed. See, I'm trying to close the phone, and I can't, because it's frozen. So what I have to do is I have to hold the power button for like 2 minutes, and then it just, you know, shuts down my phone and reboots. Okay, so we're back. It just took me like 10 minutes to get my phone to reboot, and now it's just fine, you know. It's all good. I can work it normally. So there is literally a game-breaking bug in mobile. And that's not the only thing. Players are also experiencing FPS drops when opening an inventory, even on decent hardware. And there's no clear pattern or fix to this. There's just these issues that exist in the game. And this issue that I've been having has been in the game for at least 3 days. And so far, no fixes, no patches, and no communication. And for the next thing that we are going to cover, we have to look at the subreddit for an example. Look at this, there's literally this post about this update, which is crazy. I think my game is lagging. I mean, can you even call that lag anymore? So here's the post that I'm looking for. Iraqi players still stuck on one moment, updating item data. Since 2020. No fix, no proper response. Hey Growtopians, I'm from Iraq, and I've been unable to play Growtopia on fibernet internet since 2020. Every time I try to log in, I get stuck at the same screen. Here's a recent screenshot of the issue. So this Growtopia player is getting stuck on this screen, which some of you people have most likely seen. I've gotten stuck on this screen for like a couple of times, but usually it just helps when I try to log back in. But this guy has most likely tried that at least once in the 5 years he has been trying to log into the game, which is actually insane. Just think about it. 2020 was 5 years ago, and they still haven't fixed this. It's what? So yeah, this guy says here, I've contacted Ubisoft support multiple times. I sent all required screenshots and IP data, followed their troubleshooting guide completely, and even got a reply saying the issue was escalated to developers. That was several days ago. But nothing changed. This isn't just my problem. Dozens or maybe hundreds of Iraqi players are facing this. The game works only on mobile data or VPN sometimes, not on modern fiber internet. So they probably have like at least a decade old tech, because the game can't work on the modern, emphasis on the word, modern fiber internet. We've been ignored for 5 years. Please, Growtopia team, acknowledge this issue. Tell us what's going on. Fix the IP/routing problem for Iraq. If anyone else is facing the issue, especially in Iraq or nearby countries, please comment below. Let's raise awareness and push for a real solution. Thanks. And so of course the nice people on the Reddit tried to help this guy, and they said use a VPN, and the OP said I tried everything. Sometimes it works, sometimes not using VPN. But even if you use VPN and it sometimes works, you still risk your account being banned. Because look at this, simply using a VPN isn't illegal. However, by using a VPN, you run the risk of being assigned an IP address that has previously been banned. This ban may then extend to your account. So although it's perfectly legal, it does come with its risks. So there's no winning if you're from Iraq or any of the nearby countries. Ubisoft is just neglecting all the people that don't bring them income. And another thing I want to talk about is, I'm actually quite surprised that this post wasn't taken down, because there are some hints that the subreddit mods might be suppressing ban discussions. Now, as I said before, the amount of posts that are in the subreddit that could be directed to Ubisoft support, there have been quite many of those, and it's perfectly reasonable and understandable that the mods remove all of these posts that kind of like flood the subreddit and its normal posts. But it's another thing that just gives bad reputation to Ubisoft. Of course it's not the subreddit's fault, but there have been also cases when Ubisoft support just doesn't care. So these people are just trying to find a way to get unbanned, you know? Even though, again, not everyone is innocent. Some people are just trying to relieve their guilt. So, this has sparked a debate. Is it community moderation or corporate censorship? Either way, players feel like they're being denied a voice. Among all of this stuff that has been happening this month and over the years, there's actually a recent silver lining amongst all of those issues. Finally, Growtopia has officially joined the Ubisoft store, sitting right next to their AAA titles. This might not seem like a big deal, but it still shows that Ubisoft is trying to monetize their game, possibly bringing it into their ecosystem long term. Could this mean more store bundles, cross promotions or subscription tie-ins in the future? Possibly. It's worth keeping an eye on this. It could signal bigger changes down the road. So, what a month. We've got gem boosts, wordlock caps, underwhelming events, serious bugs, and Ubisoft once again fumbling a major release. But we've also had new content, bet battles, and Growtopia at least trying to mix things up. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the gem changes. Do you think they're good for the game, or do they signal the end of Growtopia's economy? And if you want to hear more about Ubisoft's war on bots, click this video up there. So if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe. If you want more Growtopia news, I'm Venttu, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hopefully. Peace.